Hello, hello. Are we good now? 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 All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's begin, as usual, with some game anal, because that's how we like to roll. Quick check-in with YouTube. Hello, everyone. Welcome on board. Hello, hello. Tanner J. Mewborn. I was planning on doing anal, but if you guys want to play, I would be open to that too a little bit. Alternatively, I can also do some game analysis of the viewers. Jazz, Brazy, and welcome Veldasius from the ancient Rome, I assume. Right, we might end up playing a little bit here and there in the end. I would rather analyze some viewer games, but that obviously is always a bit of a tricky business. Okay, Karis attack. White is playing like a boss. Yeah, I tend to charge a teeny amount just to you know, I don't know, get some value out of it on both ends. If you would like to get your game analyzed, you need to join the Twitch channel as well, because all conditions are associated with that. Thoughts on Silman's Amateur Mind versus Reassess, which one to read first? Definitely Amateur's Mind. Losing a game as we speak. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, how would you continue the attack in this Marveloso position? No, man, with Head of Dog, we are analyzing. You won a brilliancy prize in a recent event. Wowzers! That is golden, my friend. You emailed too last week. Really? G6 is not a bad idea here. I don't know if I would do it though. I don't know if I would do it. And I tell you why too. Because takes. Yeah, 95 is best, and then maybe Bishop F6. Maybe, yeah, the engine wants to take this, by the way, just to showcase how difficult chess is. Can you believe this? The engine has no chill. And it says, show me what you got, baby. Well, Dasius, what's your email? Can you whisper me that game because I don't remember seeing that. Yeah, this is unclear. Jazz recommended f4, which is second best. And the best move on the board. Oh, wait, the bot is not up. Sorry. Wait a second. I need to activate the bot. Tanner, sorry, buddy. It's 5 gifted subbies. But the bot will boot up in a few moments. The best move is h5. I don't know why it got a exclam question mark, because this is the best move. But what is the point? What are we supposed to do here? It's quite surprising, at least to me. Well, it depends on what you're about to say moves. If it has swear words and inappropriate things, then it's not gonna be pretty. The fact that you're asking that already concerns me. I definitely did not see this game. I don't know who you sent it to, but it wasn't me. Well, fire away, buddy. There you go, Tanner. Those are the conditions. So the idea, guys, here is h6, which is quite something. It is quite something indeed. And bishop f6 is met by queen d6 and takes g6, rook takes d6, and white is dominating. The game continued, rook g1. What do we do now? Whatever moves. I don't know. Yeah, I think it is actually. I genuinely think it is. But whatever. Pondering about why it's not popular is not helping to make it popular. Working on it does. Bro, will you answer some questions? First of all, I didn't realize that my viewership on YouTube went up from 1060 in a second. Second of all, not if you're asking like that, bro. So let me read back the YouTube chat. Bro. There was not a single question I missed. Bro. Yeah, I did not miss a single question. Right. Classic. Classic trying to make the internet happy. Alright, so rook b8. h5 is recommended mostly by the YouTube chat, and YouTube chat is correct. So we play h5, b4 played, and this is where things get sexy and dicey. The funny thing is that I don't see your question. Can you please type it in again? E4 or D4, which will be less theoretical? I hate to break it to you, but that is not a very good question. It totally depends on what lines you want to learn. Like, they can totally be the exact same theory heavy or totally nothing. That is like asking if maths or physics is harder. It's literally impossible to answer until I know the details of what exactly you want to do. So, first three moves by the engine. Knight a4, knight b1, knight e2. None of these were played. Main lines. Then it's dead even. Absolutely dead even, 50-50. Yeah, totally 50-50. Best is knight a4 according to the crude machine, but the machine doesn't understand chess. What would my audience like to play here? Demonstrating far better chess understanding than stupid stockfish. By the way, if you are new on YouTube, please consider subscribing to the channel, where there is a lot of extra content waiting for you. Good content. Educational content. G6 is a common move popping up both in Twitch and YouTube, so I'm going to go with this. Who can find the best move against G6 for black? I'm going to send a shout out. Well, it pretty much loses on the spot, to be honest, so... I don't understand why you want to avoid learning theory. There's nothing wrong with that. It's part of chess. Embrace it. Don't avoid it. Yeah, e5 wins on the spot, and bishop f6 wins on the spot, yeah? So let's not do this. What do we do instead? I want an aggressive move that somewhat works. Exactly. Exactly, Mr. Agahari. Gane Agahari. I wonder if that's Indian. Almost sounds a bit like Iranian. Yeah, knight d5 is probably the move I would have played too. It's not even top 3 by the engine, but this is in the spirit of the position, I feel. Right? Okay. Takes played. What do we do? From here on out, only one moves. All the way. Atul. G6, H1, bishop. What? I don't get that. I'm sorry. So, moves please. Moves please. Give me the moves. There's only one move that doesn't lose for white here. Everything else is tragic. What is it? Pawn takes doesn't put any pressure on black, and as such as I would very strongly advise against. Smiling Bis and Gane Agahari is on the money. So why don't you learn the lines that they are mostly playing then? Just I don't understand why people act like there is only one way of learning theory, and that is that you are memorizing 4,000 lines. That's not the only way to go about theory. But you do you, friend. I would suggest that if you have serious intentions in chess and you really want to improve, you cannot possibly avoid having to learn theory. And you should not look upon it as a chore or something that is annoying or boring. It's one of the most fascinating part of the game. And actually learning theory is what teaches you proper middle games, because unless you play proper openings, you don't get decent middle games. So by analyzing and learning theory, you learn middle games. Anyway, moving on. H6 correct. Very good. And now the onus is on black, who played knight e5. Obvious move, right? I would like to invite you to run duos with me in Fortnite. I don't want to offend anyone, but isn't Fortnite only 10 years and below that are allowed to play it? Isn't that one of those games? Whoa! Jazz is redeeming 50k of channel points for an analysis. Brillianti. Alright, f4, very good. Very good. And here black played a very, very, very good move too. The knight has to be jettisoned no matter what, right? And so black correctly plays queen c7, covering e5. Now takes is really not that good because we take back. I look hot all the time, buddy. Mind you, the fact that my light is projecting heat onto me makes me literally hot. And this is how easily it can go, folks. Black is completely winning. Game is over. Like, all of a sudden, black is just breaking through with the attack on the queen side. It's insane. It is actually absolutely stunning. Look at that. That is just such a beautiful thing in chess, when you think you are attacking, and all of a sudden just whooshka, it's gone. And you get a mate in your face. Knight f3 would be lovely if it weren't blundering a mate in 1 on g7. Right, so queen c7 played. ed. Bad move. The engine record is take, and then back. Lord Elrond. Yep, and Agent K or Q or whatever from Matrix. What's the name of that guy who looks like me? Some agent. I don't know. Okay. White to move, ladies. By the way, I forgot to tell you, this is going to be a black victory, so we are going to do a swapsies. Rook d2, g2 rather, and ask to move. Agent Smith, thank you. Thank you. Give or take. Jazz, can you whisper the game that you want to analyze, please? Instead of rook g2, asks Gane Agahari, would c4... Wait, what? c4? B takes and B, would it be stupid? Look, I hate to say yes, but yes. You are getting mated here. I mean, queen a3 is a mate in one threat, right? You're down a piece and you are threatened with mate. It's usually a bad combo. Yeah, nah. Okay, rook g2, rook fc8. And again, black is taking the charge, the lead. Alright, let's do a kindergarten question. What do we do after this? You will be surprised about the answer. You would be surprised about the answer. Smiling Elbits wants mate. I don't see it. Okay, Jazz, got it, baby. I will check it out right after this game. Stay tuned. Well, Queen C2 is very tempting, right? But after rook takes, king b1, I don't see the forced win. You can check the queen down, but then that goes into a boring endgame. It's actually quite surprising. I thought it was Queen C2. Queen C2 is -1. The correct move for black is -4. Oops. So I will show you this because I think some people might not see it as clearly as others do. So check, 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 check. Check down the queen. Let's say king c1. Why not? And rook d4, bishop d4, and yeah, it's not the end of the world. Maybe rook d4 actually. Sorry, because that was hanging. It's bad. Don't get me wrong. It's bad, but it's not the end of the world. Rook c8 does nothing, friend. The king just tucks away in the corner and we lost the queen for nothing. b3 is close, but the correct way to do it is to take e5 first. And when the queen goes back to d2 is when we play b3. And this is how you claim sexy chess. I show you a very, very cool line here that is going to make you go like, wowzers, this guy is so handsome. Okay, black to move and be sexy. But like crazy, like Vida Guerra level of sexy. Is there anyone young enough or old enough in the chat to know who Vida Guerra is? Okay, apparently there's at least one guy who knows who Vida Guerra is. Okay. No problemo. The reason why we took on e5 was to eliminate the mate threat down here. Wait. What was that? Oh, we got a sub Reno on YouTube. Awesome. I encourage you folks to do that, please. Is TRX the only one who knows who Vida Guerra is, by the way? It's very important. A chess stream is not worth anything at all without discussing at least one person briefly, like Vida Guerra. Just saying. Queen Saccarino. No. That comes later. So what we do is we take this. And when they take... Are you ready for the sexy? Check. 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 Matutsky! Bring it on. Vida. Do you think Hans deserves justice? I think he got plenty enough of justice. He got the right amount of justice. That is, ladies and gentlemen, why we like Vida Guerra. There you go. Okay, so the game went like this. Rook g2, rook c8, rook dd2. Note the DD, the double D. That's a nice echo with Vida Guerra. Oh, Twitcha Pimps in the house. Hello. No, I have zero time for Hans's cries. Like, absolutely none. He has done a lot more wrong than how he has been wronged. So for him to play victim is not gonna fly. His only luck is that in the one situation where he was wronged by the most famous chess person on the planet. Thank you for the subby. Thank you, Brazy. So yeah, like the kid needs to go back to the drawing board and prove himself over the board. And that's it. Alright, like the move, ladies. Oh, look, I definitely think that Carlson's appearance on Joe Rogan's pod for chess is a huge plus. Anytime chess goes into mainstream media, it can almost only be good. Like, you really, really have to say or do some ridiculously dumb stuff for it to be harmful to chess. And Carlson is intelligent enough to know that too. And even if he wants to take a stab or two at FIDE, he's not gonna overcook it, and he didn't. So, yeah, I think it's an absolute obvious net positive. The only question that begs to be asked is that why on earth did they invite Maggie instead of handsome mofo like myself? Oh, look, I don't think that he's a moron because he was talking about the beads. That was inevitable that it's coming up, because remember that this podcast wasn't recorded for chess players rated above 2200. It was recorded for people who bite onto anything that is a little bit curious, interesting, out of the mainstream discussions. And let's be honest with ourselves, the anal bead story was next level. Like, for someone who has never heard about chess, that's a very easy way in to get interested all of a sudden. So I think you are almost compelled as a journalist to go there. 100%. I think he would have done a very poor job if he hadn't asked that question. Now, how long you go on about it is a different matter, but to pretend that it didn't go down is foolish. Am I a master? Yes, I'm an international master. If you subscribe to my YouTube channel, you can find some stuff about me there as well as on Twitch. So we go B3 again. Hans isn't getting invites to big tournaments anymore. I don't know what the anymore is meant to be there. Like, he never did. The way how you get invited to big tournaments is that you have to meet a rating criteria. And if you are within that rating criteria, you are likely to be invited. And it's also, if there are 3 people, let's say for argument's sake, who fall into that rating criteria for the one spot that is left in the tournament, then it's the organizer's prerogative to decide who they invite. And funnily enough, likely they are not going to invite a ticking time bomb, which is why Hans needs to adjust his attitude a little bit towards fellow chess players and humans in general. This me against the world nonsense is not gonna do him any good. And I genuinely wish him well, by the way, chess-wise. I think he's incredibly talented. Right, we sort of lost focus. B3, AB, Rook B. King D1. And at this point, Black played a move that is gonna blow his socks off. It's absolute bonkers city. Mr. Soares, you are perfectly on the money with the idea. Well, I can't argue with that, Twitch. I can't argue with that. Money talks. Guys, Bishop F6 was played. Bishop F6. Who can explain this absolute craziness? Sushan, I usually go live at this time on Thursday and Friday. And sometimes on the weekend as well, but that is airy fairy. Can we send a shout out to Augusto Soares, please, who sounds like a Portuguese name to me, or Brazilian? Exactly, Mr. Soares, please subscribe to the channel. You deserve it. So the idea is that if they take, all of a sudden the knight frees up because there is no mate. And we've got 0 tosses to give about this check. And now the fork decides because we eliminate the most important defender. That is some sexy stuff. This is not Videguerra level. Let's go with a young Beyoncé. But still. Still very good. Zwischenzug. Welcome in. Bishop f6 played. Oppo took the rook instead. Check here. And now we need another oomphy move. It's still not a knockout win, by the way. By any stretch. E.g. knight f3 is not that great here. The queen goes away, and then after knight e2, bishop d2. Yeah, it's not apparent to me that we are winning this at all. We need a better horse, hoppity hop. Ah, that's my boy, Mr. Soares. Scoring yet another goal. It was a Sozin attack, Zwischenzug. Sozin attack. So, Mr. Soares, tell me, are you from Portugal or Brazil, or am I completely delusional? Take. Check. Check. And black is looking good after king g3, rook e8. But even this is not a forced win. Now, the game went with knight f3. Queen b4. And now we do have some serious Carnage City incoming. The best move for black here is absolute bonkers. Can anyone guess? Oh. Man, my waist is hurting. Suarez sounds Spanish. Yeah, I suppose. But it's not Suarez. See, that's what got me. His name is spelled with an OA. Soares with an S. And I thought that looked more Portuguese. But Tindy, you know this better than I do. You speak Spanish. He doesn't want to give away, apparently. So we have to guess. So the sexy move, ladies and gentlemen, is rook e8. Relocating the rook on the e file. Yes, it is a classical game. Timoshenko is black, Pokoevchik is white. Queen f1, bishop f2, and here comes the last very, very nice touch. So who can tell me why this doesn't win by force? It looks like a complete knockout. This is actually a beautiful line. Oh, he's Brazilian, so I got it right. Okay. He's Brazilian. So I was right about the Portuguese lingo. Went to school with a hot black chick, last name Soares. Well, I didn't need to see who typed that message in to know who it was. So the idea is that after queen takes, rook takes, king takes, queen g2, black wins. But white has a very cool resource here. Easy to overlook. That's the end of your story. You can't score all of them, friend, and you know it more than most. Nah, GF would lose to rook takes f4 check. And then king takes, queen takes. No, friends, it's rook g1. And insanely, black can't both of these protected. Can't keep both of them protected. And for that reason, in this position, Timoshenko played queen h1 first, pinning the rook, threatening bishop e4. Bishop g1 played, and now it's a mate in 5. Check this out. YouTube, are you ready? This is gonna be the sexiest of checkmates. Watch this. Check. On h3. This is such a beautiful build-up. Like, he lures all the white pieces to the wrong squares. Watch. Check. Now, if bishop f2, then we have check, check. How cool is this? And mate. But this is not the cool line. Yeah? Wait for it. It gets better. If instead they play rook f2, now I want chat to take the glory. Black to move, force a mate. Yeah, I will let you solve this. Sushan, off you go, buddy. Black to move and be awesome. I hope Jazz Monton is still in the house because we are about to analyze this game. Be sexy, my friends. Be sexy. Twitch has already found it, and DuckDuck found it on YouTube as well. Brilliant. So the marvelous finish is rook e3 check, forcing the king to e3, and that check is the mate. What a finish! What a finish! Chef's kiss, ladies and gentlemen. That was chef's kiss. Well, if you can't get a kiss from Sydney Sweeney, at least the chef's kiss is a reasonable alternative, I would say. Alright. Is Jazz Monton in the house? This is my question now. Jazz, are you here? Jazz is here. So now we are going to talk to our good friend Jazz. Ladies and gentlemen, game analysis is about to kick off. Chico, Brando Bell from Spain. Hola, señor. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? Alrighty, let's see how Jazz, our friend, played. So, Sicilian, because he is a man with morals and sizable cojones. It is all fine so far. Very good. Whoa. E5 is a little bit delicious here, no? Are you Spanish? Me? No. Some people in the chat are. Who cares about Sydney Sweeney's lips? Oh, point taken. Point taken. You did play E5. Now, black has got two legal moves here, right? Knight G8 and B4. So, of course, your opponent played Knight D5. Alright, game over. Next. Thank you very much. That was easy, Jazz. Good stuff, buddy. Well done. Wait, what? Wait. You did not take this. Is this a bullet game? You didn't see the follow-up. You mean black has no legal moves left? Dude, what is going on? I mean, knight f5 is like game over, get out on your bike. But even if you don't see that, like, what is black's next move gonna be, dude? I don't know what to say. Like, how can you not take d5 here? But dude, like, bishop e7, queen g4, black resigns. I feel so conflicted. Like, you are so much better player than I would need to explain that this is not playable. You do realize, and I don't want to impress with numbers because it's irrelevant, but after knight d5, if you take it, it's plus 4.5. 4.5. Every other move is like 0.2. Like, you just absolutely murdered this. There is no moves left. Like, even if I don't play knight f5, which, by the way, you should see. Let's say I castle. Like, bishop e7, queen g4. Black resigns, yeah? I mean, castles, knight f5 is game over. I don't know what to say, man. And I'm not even playing good moves for white here. This is most confusing. But dude, like, knight d5, ed, like, what is this gonna do for the rest of the game? Double isolated pawns blockaded. Knight f5, game over. I'm so confronted by this. I can't, yeah. And the reason why I am, contrary to what Twitch is telling me, is because I don't think that there's anyone in the chat who would not take this. It's not IM level chess. Anyway, I will let this slide, but yeah, I am speechless. Yeah, I don't understand how, yeah, you could not take that, or you decided not to take that. I mean, imagine that you could have this position with a pawn on d5 now. And you went like, nah, this diagonal is good. Okay. Alright. Yeah, queen g4, game over, yeah? Or knight d5 first. Yeah, okay, I'm fine. I can get behind this. You know what would have been interesting here? There is a very cute way to activate this guy here, d2 bishop. And make it the boss of the game. Who can find it? Let's see. Nocturnal, welcome in. Mr. Morrison coming in strong. How can we make this bishop the hero of the day? And by the way, this is again a textbook giveaway. Like, your opponent brings this dark squared bishop out and then tucks it away here when d6 is already a screaming weakness. Hello. Anand, your coordinates are off. It's d5, but your answer is correct. And then bishop b4. Took. And once again, on your bike. On your bike. It's complete Carnage City again. I don't think, Jazz, and I think you are guilty of this more often than you think. I don't think that you check in with yourself on a regular basis to ask yourself about how good your position is. Like, I don't think that you evaluate your positions often enough and accurately enough. You appear to me to be extremely reluctant to say the words, I am killing it, with confidence. Which is what your mentality should really be, for example, after bishop b6. You really should feel insulted by a move like this and go like, you can't do that against me. Like, why are we not calling this garbage? And the 95 story is like, wow, I don't even want to go back there. But that is an even more convincing case of you don't seem to evaluate positions correctly at all. And I think that I don't try to be a psychologist from 8,000 kilometers away. I think you have got low self-esteem. And you project that onto the chessboard in the most counterproductive way, which is that you completely underestimate your position and overestimate your opponents, despite the screaming obvious things on the board. Which is that you are absolutely murdering the guy. So, yeah, that's definitely an important aspect of your game. That you need to consider, which is actually not your game, but your general attitude towards pretty much everything. Oh my god, h5, holy Jesus Lord. Wow. What? Where did this come from? h5 is good. Can you please explain it to me like I was a 5-year-old so that I understand what on earth is that doing? How is that good? Attacking on the king side. With what? Friend, your bro has got one piece on the king side, the rook. And we're talking king side attack here. Lord save our soul if that were to succeed. No. But again, if you don't see knight d5, bishop b4, bishop d6, you might end up in some trouble here. Having said that, king h1 seems to walk into it head first, right? Because this is the more important diagonal, and h4, h3 is coming. Tindy, that's a far better way to go. To overestimate your chances and then, yeah, go sideways. Ironically, this is the engine's second favorite move. I don't like it. Because I can't understand what it does. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I dig this. I call him Tindy because his previous username was Tindergirls. But he successfully managed to ban himself on Twitch. And so he had to make a new account. But Tindy was so much funnier. Is this a game by Sydney Sweeney? Unfortunately not. We all would love to play that game. On a loop. I like this move. I really do. So I'm gonna let this slide. Oh Lord. Your opponent was hellbent on losing this. Oh, Lauren in the house. That is great chess now again. I have nothing to add. Out of curiosity, Jazz, What did you think the eval was after castles? I just want to gauge how real you were about your chances. Maggie Mag, thank you for tuning in. I like it. It is BS, man. I don't care about whether you like it or not. I want to know an objective numeric evaluation. So if you tell me it was suicide, that means +5. Correct? Right. Honestly, with hand on heart, would you have called it +5 when you were sitting at the board playing the game? So what is it then? Right. Yeah, I would call it at least 4. I would be wrong, but I like to go over all the time rather than under. Okay, that's a bit clumsy. No, clumsy is not the right word here. It's a bit slow. What is the real boss way to plow through here? What is the real brutality? First of all, I don't know why you're putting the bishop on b5 and not on e4. Like, why are you blocking this up? Like, the obvious purpose of bishop b5 is to eliminate the knight. Why wouldn't you do that from keeping this open? Thank you for the subski. So, I dislike the move on logic grounds, because if you want to trade, you should go to e4. That's one. Number two, Chad is already yelling at me that knight takes a5. Now, this is really, really basic tactic, right? And by basic, I mean for Jasmonton level. Right. Okay, so we missed that. No biggie. Bishop b5, g5. This guy, by the way, is absolutely, completely delusional. Like, he was thinking throughout this game behind the black pieces that he was attacking you. And I find that super amusing. Whoa, 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 whoa. I want to force win here for white. I need a better move here, guys. And the YouTube chat is coming in very strong today. YouTube chat is coming in very strong. Knight d2 is the winning move. Point being is that you're going to trap the bishop with f3 next against everything. I mean, actually, it's probably mate before we even get there, right? Because the diagonal appears to be too short. Now I've got knight c4. Yeah, it's pawn f3 wins the house. Rook d6 wins the house. Probably this is the move I would play because this is the most... I don't know, actually. But yeah, it is all over. Knight d2 is insta-resign. This actually is a very, very sus move, because now g4 h3 is quite annoying. You really needed men to turn on the heat here. The new layout, guys, is because I'm, as you know, dual streaming to YouTube, and I was advised that with the phone-friendly layout, there is a far greater likelihood that we can boost numbers. And I actually have more viewers right now on YouTube than on Twitch, which is in one way very, very sad, and in another way, it's very encouraging. In fact, almost double. And as much as it hurts me that my Twitch is so undervalued, I love the fact that YouTube is joining in. Yeah, I guess I could... look, the thing is, you guys see a big black screen with a rectangle going upside down and you wonder why the sides are not filled out. Essentially, that's on the resolution I am right now. I can't put shit in the black areas. I only work with the rectangle. So for you, it looks like wasted space, but in fact, it's not accessible on the current resolution. Oh, I agree. The layout is worse, but if this is what brings in people, what can I say, man? I mean, I don't do everything just in order to increase numbers. Like, I would never ever do brain dead content, but I'm willing to compromise things here and there in order to attract attention. Oh yeah, Phila, if you recall rightly, I do that all the time. Well, not all the time, but often I play backseat coaching where we express our views and ideas at the same time. Yes, Murphet, it is. I had 82 viewers on YouTube 10 minutes ago. Like, I never ever had 80 genuine viewers on YouTube, on Twitch in the past 5 years. Anyway, back to the game. Sorry, Jazz. You missed 92. This was timid. G4H3 incoming. I don't know what you were thinking. Okay, now we play 92. Okay, I take it, I guess. Good. Side note, 94 is also good. Okay, can we find the finish of tactic here, guys? Let's see, chat. We didn't find it in the game, which is very, very disappointing. I need a full line. And it actually really is a simple tactic. Granted, what Jazz played was also sufficient. Anand, you are still getting your coordinates wrong, my friend. The rook is on c5. It is c6. But if you want to tell me that you want to take this, you better give me a full line. Jazz, are you still here? After queen a8, I go king d7, no? What do you mean you didn't see? Like, tell me the line that you calculated, and then we can talk. What happens is that you win by force. Catch you later, Smurfette. But I am Brazy, your queen is hanging, buddy. As much as I like your enthusiasm, you're hanging a queen. Yeah, why are we stopping, Jazz? Like, keep going, buddy. That is not where you stop. Yeah, I was so confused about Smurfet's comment. She can't see anything on her phone. Why not? Do you need glasses, Han? Thank you, Viral Stigma. I mean, don't tell me that this is a hard tactic, because I'm going to argue with you till the cows come home. And what I'm particularly confused about is the fact that Queen b5 is loudly announcing one threat. Rook takes c6. We have nothing else. Like, in my book, Queen b5 doesn't make any sense if you don't want to take c6 next, right? Like, why would you go there? And in all honesty, once again, I do believe that this tactic, if I had to rate difficulty from 0 to 10 for Jesmond on strength, it would be a 4 at the absolute most. Maybe a 5. But I think I'm pushing it. Yep, yep. 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 What's Jazz strength? 1800.com rapid. And mate. Well, buddy, you got some love today. You really need to have a happier view on life and on your chess, my friend, because you are very clearly a crafty player with some crazy level of pessimism that actually overclouds like super basic decisions like this. I did not take this as just insane. And not to call it like, give me Kasparov when I'm still winning. Yeah. I have nothing to say, man. Like, this is not chess. This is psychology, in my opinion, about 98%. Because there's no way I need to explain to you why this is plus 4.5. And so there's only one question left, which is that, why are we not doing it? Right, I think it was a very instructive game analysis, mind you. I think Jazz is about 1800 rapid, but he has gone very quiet, so I don't know. Well, I mean, I could look it up, actually. Phew! Jazz is 2000 rapid, guys. Yeah, 2000 rapid. That's actually wild. It is a standard idea in the Khan. You are not wrong about that. But I'm going to provide you some context just so that we can clear this up. And by the way, that was the least of the problems that we had in this game. That was the least of my problems in this game. So I fumbled around a little bit to get to the point. So h5 in a position like this allows black a number of things. Let me list them one by one. The most important is that after e5 takes, the knight can go to g4, or even without takes, and put pressure on the e5 pawn. Or at least this option is opened up, yeah? Number two, h4, h5, h3 is obnoxious as hell. And in strong contrast to the game, when I will play some bozo move, h4, and white responds with h3, knight h5 hurts like mad, because this knight is incoming. Guess where that knight was in your game? Right? So the h5 idea is very closely linked to this knight on f6. You did not have a knight on f6. Nova in the house. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, so that h5 that was played in the game, in my opinion, was borderline bollocks. This one is what is typical in the Khan. And again, what I really want you to take note of is that I don't think that this is outside the scope of your understanding. Does anyone have a link to the game on CD? Vegas style chess lessons. I don't know what Vegas style is. Is it free food and ladies with loose clothing and loose morals attending, or what is the Vegas style? I have a few Yanks in the chat, so can you please update me about Vegas, Las Vegas style? Your center reloaded course took me from 1900 to 2050 rapid in a month. That is the big guns moment, baby. That is it. That is it. Shout out to Anand Rajan. Shout out to Mr. Anand Rajan. Okay, I wanted to check out this Valdasius game. Isn't it a chess variant? Well, if the description that I gave matches, then I'm in. In that case, I'm in. Alright, quick look at this other game. Other streamers offering them. In that case, it's definitely some questionable value. But can you please give me a rough rundown of what that is? I'm just blitzing through this game. Chess with dice. Holy Lord Jesus. Really? Yeah, I did see you, Mr. Nova Chess Guy, and I did greet you. So, hello, welcome in. And I saw your Discord messages too. This is a pretty... nasty game by white. Wow. Yeah, good job. Good job. Good job, Valdasius. Good job. Goody the jobby. If anyone has got a Twitch sub to give away, Mr. Nova Chess Guy would be a worthy recipient. And it comes with practice. The more you do chess, the more you are going to be able to visualize things on the board. There are a few exercises for that on chess, if you are that way inclined. I would recommend trying those out. But in my opinion, being good at blindfold chess for the sake of blindfold chess is Total waste of time. No, you're welcome, Jazz. As it turned out, it was more of a psychoanalysis than actual chess game analysis, but I do think that I provided some chess value as well. Alright, I'm going to show you a game very briefly, and then we are going to call it a day. That was a cough, but thank you. I disagree, it's honestly really fun. What is really fun? Howie Bones! Yeah. Chessing is always exciting and fun. So, I will blitz through the opening, mostly because I played Red Hot Garbage. You give me 1,000 guesses, I would have never figured out the best move for white here. What would you guys do here? It's quite next level. Oh, Express Trains in the house. Holy Jesus. The prodigal son has returned. Wowzers. I just pulled out a random one that I may or may not have played with white. So d5 is second best, wasn't played. Knight g4 is best. Which is insane. But white wants to play e5. And so we need to facilitate that. And you just take e5, queen g4, and we are bossing around like bosses, because that's what we are. How good is that? I will remember this. This is a brilliant idea. I went with f4 ideas, sorry, g4, f4, and this is pretty outlandish, I must admit. Who was that awesome human? Ah, Express Trains got a subby from Tindy. You are too kind, senor. On your bike, baby. You are on your bike now. Alright, so this is how it sure went. Knight d7. g5. Because we are animals. Take, castles. Slash, it's a mix of lots of goodies and lots of baddies. Coach, I'm getting well with a girl right now. Can you please elaborate on this for us? Give us some deets. Have you written a love letter again? Oh, I'm not the only one who is still roasting you for this. So it's a long story. I see. I see. I know where this is going when it starts with, oh, it's a long story. Right, F5 because we are nutters. F6 because we are nutters. Alright. What is the plan of attack here, ladies and gentlemen? For the record, I did it wrong. What is the way to attack? Alexander, never mind. That knight f7 idea was there for a while. I didn't even consider it, to be honest. Queen h4. Played. Wrong move. Well, we are about to see if I logged it up too much or not. Twitch, if you consider the fact that chess players on the whole have got the dating skills of a dead wombat, I don't think that it's possible to make it any worse. I think Express Train represents the average. Oh, God. What is the opposite of banning someone? Like promote to royalty. You are an animal. Right, so I played Queen h4 and it looks really deadly, right? The plan is the classic mate. This is very well known from all kinds of Sicilians. But it turns out that it's cleaner to go with h4 first, h5, and then try to break through. Black gets into quite a bit of pickle. Because taking back with the h is suicide, and now I always have f7 check ideas. No, that was not a message to me, Philae. That was a message to Express Trains. Anyway, played Queen h4. c5. Oh, here we go. Bishop e3. I didn't want to play Rook f3 yet because of the check on the back rank, so we develop. And I genuinely thought that I had a winning position here. Is there anyone in the chat who prefers black here? I'm curious. Be honest, raise your hand if you would rather be black here. Yeah. Funny how the chat is not filling up with volunteers. Right, so obviously the defensive idea that I considered was exactly what YouTube chat is recommending, which is h5 once the rook comes up, right? And I don't know why, but I completely tunnel visioned on h5 as the defensive mechanism. And of course it doesn't work. So the game ended promptly. h5. Yeah, played. Knight f4 and black resigns. Game over. That's it. See ya. I mean, they didn't resign, but they did it now. Because it's Carnage City. Express Trains, that sounds exactly like every single story you had with ladies so far. And let me tell you that I'm not super excited for you in that scenario. Exactly, man, with head of dog. This is what I overlooked. I think I just play h6. Far out. What an absolute lemon I was, or potato, for not reckoning with that. And this is not a walk in the park anymore. Because if I can't get a knight to g5 in a rapid hurry, this is gonna get pretty gnarly. Yeah, exactly. It's a stock standard Scheveningen idea, which I play with both colors. So, realistically, one should wonder, what the hell were you thinking, bruv? And the correct answer is not a lot. To be fair, though, it was a 3-minute blitz game, so there is that too. The engine likes knight g1. I guess it's rook g3, knight h3, and then knight g5. But it's hard to believe that it's gonna accomplish anything. Yeah, this is not pretty, but I was happy with the mate, so I'll take the mate. I'll take the mate. Yeah, the en passant was never part of the plan, of course. The plan was always to sack on h5. But I overlooked h6. It is so sad. I mean, if I had a rook on f4, maybe I could go queen second and double up the rooks. Does that work? How stupid is this? From 1 to 10. Oh yeah, I want to test out by playing a few crazy moves. Yeah, the problem is that my back rank is weak. Oh, and now h5. Oh, that's cruel. Okay, so what if I play another pass? Can I win with this now? Almost. If it weren't for queen f8, we would be winning here. That's cool. That's cool. So if I play queen c7, queen takes h6 wins for white. In fact, I even got a brilliancy for this. Bloody hell. Look at that. That is definitely one for the mantelpiece, my friends. That is how you want to be known in chess. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I want to finish on a high. Yeah, I will basically... Well, it's mate, and if takes, and then double the rookies and mate. Yeah, exactly. They didn't want me this brilliancy, so they gave me the other win. I'm Brazy. Unfortunately not, buddy. I regret to inform you, but not today. But please stay tuned and maybe we can do it next time. I'm gonna call it a day in 2 minutes. I apologize. I know that you were lining up. Unless if you want me, send me the game in a what do you call that thing? In a whisper, and I might YouTube it. That's a possibility if you are interested in that. If you would rather me analyze it here, then just stay tuned. No, I'm not taking the bishop, bro. Like, I don't understand. Like, once I take on h6, it's mate here. I don't need to take bishops. Alright, Tindy, who are we raiding? We can raid Lifong, Kanti, Innate Optimist. No, Lefong. Alright, well, no one said anything. Wait. Hot tub streamers are also possible. Wait, I don't think I can raid Lefong in hindsight. No, I cannot, unfortunately. Sorry, guys. Nah, unfortunately, that's all I have. It's, Oh, I have an idea. Okay, no worries. No worries. Okay, I have it. Let's do this. Have a good one, folks. It was a pleasure to have you on board, and I will talk to you in a while, Crocodile. Take care.
Definitely knew the original first. Thanks for the raid, Cheesecake Changes. Welcome. How you going? I had an awesome stream. Thank you, I appreciate it. And I hope you have a good rest, and welcome everybody. Hope everyone is having a magical day, guys. Hello, hello. Thank you, thank you. Oh, they resigned. Nice. Okay. Thank you. You too. Have a good rest of your day, night. Thank you. Bet you remember hanging here. Good vibes, thanks.